Like many of you, while driving around Accra and Kumasi, my heart is touched by the plight of little children I see. I see them begging by the roadside. They are all very skinny, badly dressed, and look hungry, bringing their hands to their mouths. And yet their numbers seem to be going up. There are more and more of them. They give a poor image of our country. After all, we are supposed to be a middle-income country.
Let us respect their rights. These are our future. The guardian children, they are our future. Let us respect their rights.
As an advocate for child rights, I have decided to look past emotions and to go underground with my team to try and understand exactly what's going on. Begging has always been against the law, and it baffles me that the police always tolerate it. From every point of view, the rights of children are being grossly disregarded. The right to care and protection, to be with family, the right to be in school, and the right not to engage in hazardous labor. Today, my team and I are taking you on a journey to unveil the masters of the underworld who control the begging syndicates. My first encounter was in Nima Market in Accra, where we met a young guy called Mahmoud, a beggar with a supposed blind father. I told him I am an agent to a Saudi-led company who are here in Ghana to help people like him. The next day, we met at the mosque where there were many such children with their masters. We sat down and began a discussion with one of them.
Yanzu haka kene kake yi na in aka taimaka ma ka je school ka koma school
It was clear he had been taken out of school and brought to Accra only to work, and there seemed to be a similar situation with these two lovely little girls I met begging on the streets of Kumasi.
Who brought you to Ghana?
My brother.
So when you get the money, you will take it to your brother. Why?
I'm like and get my father's from my country.
You will give him the money and you will give it to your father in your country. Where are you from?
Share.
How old are you?
8 years.
How long have you been here?
In a What is your name? Yes.
Mariam.
No.
And you, what is your name?
Me. Aisha.
No. It means you are also lying. If this one lie, you're also lying.
Why?
This one told me the name is Mariam. Now she's telling me that is not the name. The name is Anafahat. So what is your name? Nafirat. So you are lying to me.
No, for my country, my name. My country, my name is Nafirat. At Ghana, Aisha.
Ghana, your name is Aisha.
you go. Why?
My country.
Are you not happy here? Are you not happy? You are not happy. Why? You are happy for your country. Not proud to say she's not happy.
All these testimonies were making me rethink. It seems to me begging was meant to be for the destitute in society, the absolutely helpless in our communities. But it's now becoming a money-making venture to the extent that its perpetrators are exploiting and taking advantage of the sympathy some of the public have for children to extort money from them. At every busy junction in our big towns and cities, you would either be hacked, fill a pool of your cloth or hands by these beggars, or see women seated with 2 or 3 children under an umbrella with a bow. It seems to me the children may be trafficked and that we may be looking at organized crime. I also had a discussion with a CID friend of mine, and he pointed out that they believe it's only the very youngest children who make money, as the public feels more sympathy towards them. Therefore, the children trafficked are often under 8 years old. We arranged to go to a place called Sabon Zongo in Accra. It is a resting place for all these beggars. The sheer number of children involved, their young age and their terrible living conditions was a shock to me. All the money they make goes to their so-called mothers, brothers or sisters who determine what they eat and when. All these kids go through a lot of hazards such as insults, beatings, and are at the mercy of the weather conditions. Not to talk of the risk of sexual abuse from the masters and their own kind, and the separation from their families. Moving vehicles could also kill them. So who is making the money off the back of these little children? Who is behind all this? Who are the leaders and linchpins? Follow me. So I met Musa in Kumasi, who was the first to be able to explain to me how the kids were being trafficked from Niger. He even called it Pekin business, as they are literally dealing in children as if they were commodities.
You know your people, some are doing that.
Some they feed but that business I don't see anything.
Oh.
That Pekin business. For Niger, you want to go to Niger?
Yes.
Like if you want to go to Niger,
Yes.
you see somebody like me. If you ask him, maybe you can help you in Niger for that. Then you say, small boys, the Pekins, I'll pay them for school. And you get some little, I'll get. You do business.
Musa confirmed to me that it's all a big business. I met another trafficker, Peter, today, to give full details about how children are being trafficked.
Akwai yara wanda ana kawowa makaranta daga dajin nan. Suna zuwa yaran nan wurin malamin nan su kansu ba su da wani isasshen wani abinci sai sun ta suna yambara. Ba su da uwaye nan. Shi ne aka kawo su nan suna karatu akwai su muna san da su. Duka na san makarantun nan da su. Na san duk inda suke. Muka zo tare ni adda magana zan mutane uwayensu malamin zan ce shi bani su a tawo da su saboda da ni din saboda muna tare ba za a hana mun ba haka amma kai ne in ka zo ka dai zai su ce ba za su yarda ba su ba ka amma in tare da ni ne za a ban musu mu zo da su ne in ce ku bani yaran nan biyu in muka zo da su za mu koma da su ni ka komawa da su za su ba da su in muna so kawai mun zo gabo da in ba musu tambayar nan za mu buɗi mai mashin sai ya ɗauka mai tsallace da mai mashin sai mu hau mashin mu biya kuɗi sai ya tsallace da mu ba mai mana magana ma'aikatan nan ba su tare mu ba su tambayin muna busa mashin ba amma in muna ƙasa muna cikin lori to ana iya sarke mu dai ƙasa in muka dai ƙasa suna iya jako zo mun san su yanzu mutanen dome na san su akwai mai hidda mu na sani in mun ka furce can kuma Togo na kuma nan ma na san wanda ka hidda mu da mashin muna da mutane masu hidda mu idan an ka hito da lome aka taho nan da za a taho a Ghana daga su sai Ghana wannan suna cewa ba wani tambaya ba ne da sun tambaya sai a ba su 5 CDs.
I kept asking why Islamic clerics would do this. I was deeply shocked that it seemed to be so easy to traffic children. These kids being used for the begging business have been seriously schooled to let lies look like truth. They use fake names and other subterfuge. Some of these beggars are from Ghanaian origin, from Ghanaian families where begging is the family industry, and that needs to be stopped. Because children are victims. children and their families need counseling and protection. But the majority of these children are trafficked from Niger. They are trafficked from madrasas, where children are given to the Malams for Islamic teaching. Through this investigation, it was clear to me that the kingpin is always sitting comfortably in Niger. The solution lies in your hands. Please stop giving to children beggars today. You are fueling a horrible child trafficking industry where small children are bought and sold, trafficked across borders, far from their families and forced to beg to make their masters rich. You too can be like Anas. Please stop the abuse through action. This is just the beginning. We will be continuing with our investigations.